So I was in church one time and a guy came up to me. He was an older gentleman. I didn't really know him. I mean, I knew who he was, but he said to me, "I don't like your tattoos. Tattoos are a sin," which is kind of an awkward thing to say to somebody, but it's true that a lot of conservative people and churches believe that. That's definitely a thought that's out there. Why is this the case? Is it true? And what does the Bible have to say? Let's take a look.
Attention, bargain shoppers.
So where this comes from, there's a verse in the book of Leviticus. Leviticus 19:28, which reads, "Do not cut your bodies for the dead or put tattoo marks on yourselves. I am the Lord." There you go. Right there in black and white. And many people kind of read the Bible this way. They'll look at a scripture right on its surface, kind of pick out the parts that support their opinion, and ignore the subtlety or the context. So we're going to clear up some misinformation today. So first of all, if you actually read the verse, it says, "Do not cut your bodies for the dead or put tattoo marks on yourselves. I'm the Lord." So if you only take this verse on its face, you can't get a tattoo or cut yourself in honor of the dead. Not honoring the dead? Just cutting all day long. But that's not all there is to the story. So let's dig a little bit deeper. The Levitical Law was given to the Israelites for a purpose. And one of the reasons was specifically to keep them set apart from the nations that surrounded them. The Canaanites specifically were a tribal people who engaged in idol worship, in child sacrifice. And keep in mind, the tattooing we're talking about isn't like a little butterfly on your shoulder. We're talking about branding, slashing, some pretty hardcore stuff. And this wasn't like body art either. It was for ritualistic purposes. Like, for example, mourning the dead or honoring pagan gods. I was talking to this guy this week. He's an older gentleman, and he had a shirt on with pineapples. And I said, "Do you know what that means when you display a pineapple?" To which he said, "Yes, it means come in and welcome." And I was like, "I think whoever told you that was playing a practical joke on you." And he said, "No, I was in the Navy, and you display a pineapple when you get back, and it's a signal to the neighbors that everybody can come over." So the meaning of the displaying of the pineapple is a little bit different nowadays. And that was only a few decades ago that the meaning that we've assigned to it as a culture changed. Now go back 2,000 or 3,000 years ago. And other than that one verse, the Bible doesn't mention tattoos anywhere else. And additionally, the word in Leviticus may not actually even mean tattoo. There's some translational issues with it. Oftentimes in the Bible, translation stuff can be a little bit tricky because there is not a one-to-one translation all the time from Greek or Hebrew into English. If you translate that passage literally, it says something along the lines of, "Cutting for the dead you will not make into your flesh." So in some versions of the Bible, they take that to mean tattoo. It's definitely not the type of tattoo that we think of today. But I would caution you too, just because something's not a sin doesn't mean it's okay to go to town. Everything in moderation. Don't be dumb. Think before you ink. That was a short video today. I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. I'll do my best to respond, but I'm not always super quick about it. If you found the content today interesting, please feel free to like and subscribe. It does help out the channel. My name is Adam. This is Bargain Bin Theology, and remember, you get what you pay for.